When you stop smoking, though, what most people don't know is that your body needs help to detoxify. There is a lot of toxins now that will come into your system and really pollute your system. And the more you help it at that time with good cleansing foods, juices, stay out of sugar for sure at that time, and cleanse with massages, lymphatic drainage, and movement. Of course, you want to walk brisk. You want to do weightlifting to build your muscles and bones up again, because you know what smoking does to your bones. So it's very important to realize when I quit smoking or other drugs, I need to detoxify. I need to help my body through that process, and most people never heard that, It's very, very important. So here is lung cancer, and males used to be the bosses in that, and you see now they're declining, and we're taking the place. So we're coming up there now. Since 1990, 2013, 23 years only, women came up in 56.5%. Yeah, it's horrendous. And, comes in a vacuum. If I have lung cancer, I probably have other gastrointestinal problems too. I probably have emotional problems. Nothing just came in a vacuum. So, lung cancer is the leading cancer killer in both women and men. In the United States in 1987, it surpassed breast cancer to become the leading cause of cancer deaths in women. Lung cancer causes more deaths than colorectal, breast, and prostate cancer combined. An estimated 158,000 Americans are expected to die from lung cancer in 2015. Did you hear this? 158,000. There's many mothers, many daughters, many husbands, many sons, right? Accounting for approximately 27% of all cancer deaths. So, we can't sacrifice our health, our future, and our loved ones to a broken system that's killing not only us, but also the earth we live in, And smoking, it just came out. There's a brand new research what smoking does to our brain. It actually also shrinks our brain. And it lingers, Smoking lingers. 1 in 5 women with lung cancer has never smoked. And CDC came out and found that 58 million Americans are exposed to secondhand smoke, which I was all my life. I thought life was a cloud. From a mother and all the girlfriends that would visit, and it was a cloud. And the diagnosis rate among women is only increasing. Then we get to breast cancer. And you can see that 1980, you have developed countries and developing countries. And unfortunately, we are exporting or exploiting our disease-causing lifestyles to the developing world. So now you see there are equally cases of breast cancer in the developing world where there was hardly none, 1980. And, women, and this is very close to me because when we have mastectomies for breast cancer, then we usually put those extenders in. It's done at the surgery, and then you're supposed to put implants in. These implants are so toxic. They have freon, they have acetate, of course, silicone, even though there might be saline inside. They are so toxic. When these things open, which they will eventually, they will spread all throughout your lymph system. And a very good friend of ours just took hers out that was 7 years old. They're supposed to last lifetime. They were told and she had both of them taken out, and a lot of her lymph under each arm was totally engulfed in this, and now she's cleaning. Another of our guests, and this happens to a lot of women, she got really ill after her implants, and she asked everybody, could it be, every doctor she saw, could it be the implants? No, why would implants do anything? When she finally had them out with a physician that realized this could be a problem, they came out black, full of mold and bacteria. It was just black, full of it. And no wonder that she was so sick from that. So she came to detoxify to the Institute. And, you know, we're now making bras that are for after mastectomy. You can do what women did in older days. You can put anything in your bra. That's fine. You can put old socks or whatever. But please don't, we have what we have. I say, for me, the only time I was Dolly Parton was when I was nursing. So I got to test that style too. But we have what we have, and we should be happy with what we have. You know, if we are lucky, like one of our daughters, she is a DDDD, and she's lucky with that, and the other one is more like me. But, you know, I tell every woman, once you have a child and you're nursing, then you're Dolly Parton. So that is not a problem. And so please, young ladies that now are doing this to themselves, please don't do this to yourself, because you don't realize that your immune system have a one-track mind, and it will attack these implants as a foreign invader. It will attack it, and bacteria, mold, fungus, everything grows on this, and you actually increase your cancer risk, because now you lower your immune system. So, you know, the less we do of things, sometimes we have to put things into our bodies that are needed, like transplant, obviously. And when you have a transplant, you are put on immune suppressant medication for the rest of your life. But you put an implant in, you're not, and you should be, because your immune system has a one-track mind. We have lots of guests that have healed themselves. You know, the Institute cannot heal anybody. We can teach, and you can go home and continue and change lifestyle. And we have Marie-Christine from France that now, since 20 years, she healed herself on the program, and she has brought groups from France for all these 20 years to help women to learn about how they can heal themselves. Chris Card, she did not have breast cancer, but she had a rare form of cancer with 24 tumors spread throughout her body, and she's the one behind Sexy Crazy Cancer. You probably heard about her. She's definitely influenced so many women and helped so many women to heal themselves. And she went through our Health Educator program, which is 9 weeks. And after that program and all the things she's done before she came here, because she looked into all holistic methods, and her doctor found that there's no more cancer. So the 24 tumors were still there, but the cancer was dead. So that's what we want to see for all of you. We want to see you change lifestyle and, you know, move on. We're not here to be tied down to diseases. And, you know, when we have them, like I had chronic migraines a long time ago, and I had seizures, it tied me down so much. And it's like a lot of women tell me, you know, I had this problem, and for 10 years, I wasted 10 years. I just heard it from somebody yesterday. We don't want to waste a minute. So there is so much that we can do to help ourselves not to do that. But we have to be a part. We have to be a part of that. And it's just not going to happen going to the supermarket, you know. So breast cancer, as breast cancer incidence rises, attacking 1 out of 7 women, it's more important than ever for women to take responsibility for their own health. over 90% of breast tumors are insulin receptor positive, so the amount of sugar, alcohol, sodas, pasta, potatoes, bread, you name it, is directly linked to breast cancer, right? So sugar is directly, because they have insulin receptors, most of them. And one of our students, Linda, after her mastectomy, and she wrote a book about this, she decided not to do implants, and she's been very open, lectures all over the country, and she takes pictures of herself naked and shows her in her all beauty how beautiful she is, and that breast is not so important for her, that she's not the same woman. She's the same woman. So, that is a great book too. Thyroid cancer. So thyroid cancer, of course, thyroid gland is your body regulator. That's the house in your body, and it can affect, if it's imbalanced, it can affect every metabolic function in your body. And like you will hear that Thomas Seyfried wrote an amazing book called Cancer as a Metabolic Disease. If my thyroid is not functioning well, imagine how other things can happen in my body. And you can see that we're speeding up here between 1990 and 2013, 41% increase of cancer. So 1975, it was just a small amount, and then we just took off. So it's a shocking increase since 1975. And why do you think? We're walking around with cell phones like this. Please, if anybody walks around with a cell phone like this in this conference, you are going to have to sit out like we do with our kids. And, so please, and don't carry it in your pocket. Women, please don't carry it in your bra. Don't carry it on your body. Have a bag. We need to carry, yes, here goes the phone out of that pocket. You know what it does to sperm count? In half a minute, it lowers your sperm count amazingly. Yeah, so forget it. And you know what it does to testes and prostate? You know what it does to breast if you carry it in your bra. Oh my gosh. So that is not the biggest problem. Of course, it's pollution that we are constantly surrounded with. And, you're going to hear a lot about this too. So thyroid problem often appear during menopause. Well, because your ovaries have thyroid receptors and your thyroid gland has ovarian receptors. So when we lose estradiol and testosterone from ovaries, it can affect our thyroid. The thyroid is your body regulator. When it's not in balance, it can affect, again, every metabolic function. So unfortunately, today's young women are contracting thyroid cancer at an alarming rate due to environmental and dietary hormone disruption. Yes, we see much more women coming here to the Institute with thyroid cancer or other thyroid imbalances, from hyper to hypo, Hashimoto, Graves' disease, and lots of women have been able to cope with their diseases either with much less medication, and some have even been able to, with their doctor's help, reduce to nothing with other natural supplementation and diet,